Welcome back. The Nifty is sitting with a cut of less than 100 points now. Has been a big recovery from the lows. But as the Nifty has recovered from the lows, what hasn't happened is the volatility hasn't gone down. In fact, the India VIX has moved to the high point of trade with a gain of almost 4 to 5 odd %. And that's telling you that, even at higher levels, the traders are kind of, nervous about the way the markets will move, given the volatility that we have. And as a result of it, even as the Nifty, which is above 17,200 mark, we're seeing a fair amount of action at the 17,100 call and the 17,100 put. Now, if you would remember,
sorry. Some issue with your mic. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try and get that back on board. It's hard to make you stop talking. So once in a while, when the mic, it's back. So. Okay.
It's hard to keep me not talking for a very long time.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll try to make this not Greek. There is fair amount of volatility that we're seeing in the market. 17,200 is where the Nifty is at right now. But, if you just take a look at the action in the options, it's the 17,100 call and put, which are extremely active. Option writers are basically positioning themselves for a wide range, 16,850 to 17,350, and that's basis the premiums that there are on both these options, the 17,100 call and put. But the interesting index is the Nifty Bank, which has bounced over 500 points, closer to 600 points from the lows of 38,500 hit today. And now it's above that 50-day moving average of 39,094. It protected the 50-day moving average on Friday as well. So let's see whether this sustains or not. Two stocks I'm watching out for in particular. The first one is Indiabulls Housing Finance. The stock is likely to enter F&O ban today. Why do I say that? Because October futures open interest has increased by 16% already. And as of Friday, it was 86%. So if it increases beyond 95%, the stock goes into F&O ban. And the second one I'm watching out for is TCS. Ahead of results, we have a lot of action at the 3,200 call and the 3,000 put. Remember, call writers are expecting 3,200 to not cross. 3,000 put writers are not expecting the stock to break that 3,000 mark on that counter. So those are a couple of things that I'm watching out for.
Okay, all right. So that's on the F&O space.
I understood what he said today compared to the last year. It's very helpful, I mean, these things are, sometimes you just don't get the dynamics of it, but he simplified it so much for us.
Absolutely. And you're going to be able to watch this every afternoon at 12:30 p.m. before we get to our technical guest. We will be discussing F&O every day on Halftime Report with Mangalam. But let's get to Sudeep Shah, who joins in from SBI Securities on the show to discuss what he's tracking technically. Sudeep, hi, welcome to the show. Well, there's a lot of action. There's also an intraday recovery on our hands. What do you recommend?
Good afternoon, Ekta. Absolutely, there's a very good recovery that we have seen from the lower levels of the day. 17,050, 17,080 got held. And the major reason was the early morning put writing. Despite this gap down opening, what we have seen today, 17,100 and 17,000 put writers were quite active early in the morning. So that gave some kind of a support early on. And with Bank Nifty carrying the baton, the 38,500, 38,600 has been a very good support in the last few days. And today also that zone is guarded, and we have seen a very good recovery in Bank Nifty. So there was some call writing happening at 39,000, but that also is now reducing in Bank Nifty. We are seeing some unwinding there also at 39,000 calls, and that is giving us more confidence that this rally in Bank Nifty can continue. And going forward from a Bank Nifty standpoint, 38,900, 38,850 will act as a strong support, and Bank Nifty can inch up higher up to 39,600. From a Nifty standpoint, 17,150, 17,130 will now be a very crucial support until this holds. Upside up to 17,350, 17,360 can be witnessed. Now there is highest call writing, significant call writing happening in 17,300 calls also. So adjusting the premium now there, 17,350, 370 zone can act as a resistance. But what we feel is from the overall setup, despite the global markets being weak, a lot of macros not in favor, the kind of rebound that the markets have shown, we feel that markets are trying to make some kind of a bottom around 17,000, 17,200 zone overall from the next few days perspective.
Okay, in fact, there's quite a bit of an intraday recovery. The Bank Nifty has now moved completely into the green. It's up almost 0.2%. And a lot of stocks are gaining ground. So IDBI Bank, of course, is your big mover right now. But apart from that as well, Axis Bank is really the one batting front foot forward today. Axis Bank is now up, I think, almost about 2.5%. Sudeep, just a quick word here from the financials, right, which have been big outperformers lately. What stocks would top your list?
Couple of stocks that top our list are Axis Bank and ICICI Bank. Now, first, Axis Bank, we've seen the stock taking lead in the recovery today, right from the first tick. So if we just see weekly and daily charts, the weekly charts have been forming a higher bottom, and it's trading above its key moving averages now. So it also had a resistance placed around 755, 760, and the moment we started trading, the stock started trading above that zone. It is now inching up higher, and we feel with the current structure on charts, this stock can inch up higher up to 800, 810, where it has a overhang, big resistance placed over there. So at least that zone can be retested on the upside, and for that we feel that stop loss of 755 will be a decent stop loss to put in case the stock, in case we see some kind of a fall from Bank Nifty, but 755 will be a decent stop loss. Now, the second stock that we like is ICICI Bank. Now, it had been a leader of the entire up move in Bank Nifty from June to September and witnessed some kind of a profit booking till 830, 840 zone. Once again, it has crossed it's to a 20 DM at 870 today, and which is a sign of a resumption of the overall uptrend. So now, with this kind of a trend reversal that we are seeing in ICICI Bank, we feel that this stock can hold 865, 870 zone. It can move up higher up to 910, 920, which will help Bank Nifty to scale up higher levels up to 39,600.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining in and giving us your picks and your view on the market itself, Sudeep. With that, we'll slip into a short break and come back. We talk about another clutch of stocks which are actually buzzing around. It's the defense stocks, and in particular, the defense shipyard stocks, which are up and about in trade today.